Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Bimmer Barn. In today's episode, we're going to be working on my E46 all-wheel drive wagon, and we're going to see if we can find a replacement fender at the local junkyard to go ahead and try and replace it, and that way the car will be basically in much better condition than it was before. I am waiting on some parts from FCP Euro so we can get our first oil change done and also get those belts fixed, so hopefully the car is drivable. And then from there, we've got to make some plans on what we're going to do exactly, but I figure first things first, let's try to slap a fender on that car, make it look better. So let's hop in the truck. We're gonna go down to the local junkyard and see if we can find something that's in good straight condition that we can pull off, bring back here, and then paint and make the car whole again. So I hope you enjoy today's video, and let's get right into it. Here we have it. This car is gonna be our savior for today with this beautiful white pristine fender. It's got a little bit of marks from having the mud guards installed, and yes, I wish I could get them, but one of them is missing, so pretty much makes the whole set worthless. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull this fender off. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. It's the only sedan one here that doesn't have any bends or dents or deep scratches. So this is gonna save us a lot of money compared to buying a new fender. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these though, because Max's car needs one. So let's go ahead, and I think it's pretty easy to pull this thing out. That way Max has one in his trunk. So I've spent the past 45 minutes, it feels like, trying to get this door open because we've got one last screw to get this fender off. And of course the car battery's dead. All these doors are in the locked positions right now, so you can't open them from the outside or inside. So I pulled the door panel off, couldn't really figure anything out. Pulled this door panel off to get an idea of this lock mechanism here and how it worked. What I discovered was that there's this little plastic nib right here that keeps it from actuating this all the way up, and if I broke it, it would actually help me unlock this door. Tried it on that one, didn't help us, did not unlock the door, so kind of felt a little despair here because I couldn't get this door open. We're so close to getting that fender off, so let me show you guys. I figured there's got to be another way. Maybe there's some way that we can get this fender off from the outside, and of course the only bolt that we have left, like I said, is the one in the corner here. And you can see it all the way up there. Put a little arrow right now. Like I said, I got all the other screws out. I came over here, started massaging this, and you know what? I can see the bolts right there just enough. I think if I get my open-ended wrench on it, I should be able to get that bolt out, hopefully, and then I'll be home free with this nice fender. So that's done, and while I'm here, I'm gonna grab this door trim right here because I think mine's a little bent. And I think I'm also gonna buy the fender liner trim because I'm not sure what condition mine's in, so better safe than sorry. This one's pretty good. Here's the grand haul. We got our fender. This is what we came for. This battery box, I know that I think I'm missing the cover, so I just got the whole box. Some extra trim because I think ours is bent. This is the cover for the mirror, the rear view mirror, which I'm missing. One of these I think I might be missing. If not, it's a good spare. This for a future project. And then the fender liner, like I said, good condition. So all this stuff, really good condition. Paid about $65 for everything. And this is much better than paying like the $90 that I was gonna pay for a non-OEM fender off of, you know, car parts or eBay or something like that. So this is obviously OEM, should fit pretty good. I think we'll probably test fit it before we paint it. So now I'm gonna go wash my hands and then we'll get this stuff home.
The next morning.
There you have it. We've got our fender home and it's looking super fresh, as I like to say. And our fender liner here isn't in too bad condition. It's actually 100% straight. It's just got a lot of dirt and debris because this thing is probably never been pulled off before. The fender as well in really good condition. In maybe a couple of areas we have like some deep chips and maybe some rust beginning to form, but that's not really a big deal. It's all kind of just surface stuff. So we'll have to fully prep and sand this down and get some paint on it so it matches the Schwartz 2, which is the chassis color on the E46. But for now, let's see if we can get this outside and get it fitted on the car and make sure that it is not bent or anything like that. So we've got the fender liner off and pulled to the side. That's just held on by a few of the 8mm screws all along the inside, and thank goodness to the all-wheel drive suspension, which has plenty of lift on it. So I was able to get my arm inside here and get all those screws loose. Now there's just a 10mm that is pointed that way, a 10mm pointed this way, which you need to get from opening the door. This one you'll need a socket extension for, and then a 10mm up here, and then you've got your Torx that are along the top here, and you don't have to touch the hood on the E46, which makes it really easy to pull this off. So I'm gonna grab a couple more tools and then we'll pull this thing off and test fit our white one. Also, something else that I'm noticing now that I'm getting a little closer and more intimate with the car, I guess you could say, is that below the fender here, there's this body line. It's kind of like sheet metal along the whole side of the car, and we need to find out if we can replace that. Otherwise, we're going to have to maybe do some painting over it, maybe try to flatten it out however best possible. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, we're gonna have to deal with this because we're gonna have a nice new looking fender here, and then we're gonna have this rust here. I don't think so. That's gonna get taken care of for sure. fender is off, and I think we're gonna go grab the new one now and try to place it. The damage over here doesn't actually look too bad, so might be able to just bend this out, paint it, and I'm sure it would disappear in there once we have the new fender installed. There you have it. New fender is installed and the lines look pretty good. Hood is straight and the door is straight. I think I might need to get like a pry bar and like a microfiber right here and just get this a little further poking out, so a little bit of a bend outwards, but this looks a ton better. And like I said, this fender is really nice and smooth, so I think it's gonna do well on the car. We just have to get it paint matched, have it look the same color as this, and then get the turn signal or the marker off of that fender too. So I'm gonna leave that there for now, and we'll just take it off. It's just held on with a couple of screws when we need to paint it, so we're not gonna worry about that. And I think that we can even get like a core charge back for this fender. If we bring it back to the LKQ, they'll give us like $8 back. Not sure if it's worth the drive down there, but maybe if we need to grab some more stuff later, we'll bring it to them and get some money back. And I think I'm gonna trash this fender liner because you know, I have two now, and this one has just some bends and stuff in it. I don't want to have any problems putting this back in, so we're gonna trash this since we don't need it. Alrighty, y'all, that is going to conclude our video for today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you're looking for any used BMW parts, always remember to check your local junkyard. A lot of places will have vehicle inventories loaded up on their site and parts prices as well, so you can get a good idea of how much money you could be saving by buying something used from a junkyard instead of buying it on eBay or buying it new but aftermarket. And then at that point, you're not sure what sort of fitment to expect. Not saying that any of those aftermarket parts aren't good, but like I said, we saved a good bit of money just by buying the used parts from the junkyard. Now, if I was more lucky, I probably could have found a Schwartz sedan fender, and in fact I was super close. I found a Schwartz coupe fender, but that's going to be a different size than the wagon, and so it wouldn't fit. So we got that white fender. Like I said, we're going to be painting it, and a lot more work to come on this wagon as well. I've got a lot of parts incoming, and I've got the car already registered, so we're going to be able to start driving it immediately to get a good sense of what else it might need. Maybe take it on a couple of trips or two and take you guys along with us. Let me know if you guys would love to see that. Maybe road tripping this car somewhere would be fun. But anyways, that's going to conclude our video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Go ahead and drop a like or a comment down below if you're excited for this build series, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and you haven't yet. As always, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and we'll see you in the next video.